I think this is our last press conference before we get down to Tampa.
I would think so, seeing that we're going to be there in a couple of days.
We've had some good press conferences. This one a little different. We've got to know a little bit about Masahiro Tanaka. What do you know about him?
Well, I know he likes to compete, and he likes the big stage, and I think that's why he came here. And if you watch him pitch back there, going 24-0, starting, coming in relief to close out games and to win divisions, he loves the competition.
No, there's something that's lost in translation when a pitcher comes over here to the States. They like to throw a lot of pitches there. They take a lot of pride in finishing games. Here, Americans are more careful with the pitchers. Do you have to sit down and talk with him about this?
Well, it's something that we will talk, but he needs to make the adjustment throwing every fifth day instead of every seventh day. And I think having Hiroki here will really help us and help him make that adjustment, because he's had to make it and understands, you don't have to finish every game. You're going to have to throw your bullpen in a couple of days, and you have to be smart.
Other Japanese pitchers have obviously been very successful making the transition. Michael mentioned it, though, different mounds, different baseball. How confident are you that right out of the gate he'll hit the ground running?
Well, I think his stuff is impressive, and I think he'll do well. And he's going to have to make some adjustments. We know that, and we'll be patient with that. As you said, the ball is different. The culture is different. The food is different. The time zone is different. And other players have to make those adjustments, but we're confident he'll do that.
Do you feel, I'm sorry, Michael, you have to manage him any differently because they don't pitch as many innings over there sometimes, or as many starts as they would in a major league season?
Well, I think you do have to manage him a little bit different, and you're not going to let him throw 150, 160 pitches. But this is a guy that has thrown 200 innings and is a workhorse, and we think we'll, be able to get a lot of innings out of him.
All right, to the best of your guest ability, 24-0 in Japan. What does it mean here in the States? What does it translate to?
I'm not sure. Part of that's always run support, and obviously his ERA was very low, but I'm not sure. But I think what it means is he knows how to pitch, and he knows how to compete, and that bodes well for us.
So you'll sign up for 21-3?
I sure would, any day of the week. If I get 5 stars do that, I think we'll be in pretty good shape in October.
You know what? You mentioned that, though. You have the potential to have 5 really good starters now. You've got the 4 up front with Nova, Cece, Kuroda, and now Tanaka. If Pineda or somebody else shakes out, that could be a pretty formidable rotation.
Yeah, we think adding Tanaka is really going to help our rotation, and we think our rotation has got some really good upside to it. And obviously that 5th spot will be a battle in spring training, and that 5th spot will affect our bullpen, because a lot of those guys who don't make the spot as the starter will go into the bullpen.
Have you gotten any early indication? We keep reading in the papers, Derek Jeter's taking ground balls, he's hitting. Have you gotten any indication on how he is?
Well, he's very upbeat and feels very good. And the big test is going to come when he starts playing games, Michael, when everything is not so guarded and the movements are just, you anticipate and you have to make a quick movement. But he's very optimistic. We're optimistic, and we're excited to see him.
All right, final question before we let you go. Are the bags all packed in the Girardi house, ready to go down to Florida?
Yeah, they are. Obviously, we have another snowstorm coming, which is always interesting around here, but we're ready to go.